Exercises I hate, volume 2, pull day. All right guys, since you all loved the exercises I hate for push, time to show you the ones I hate for pull. So what we're gonna go over here today is gonna be a pull down, a row, traps, biceps, and abs. Because to me, all of that is encompassed in pull, right? So we need 2 for back because the back is just so damn big. What we're gonna start with here today is gonna be the wide grip pull down. Now, you've seen me do these in my videos before. So you're like, Chris, I don't understand. I thought you hate this. I hate this because most people assume this is for back width, and it's just not. Like, it's everything across my upper back plus my rear delts. So let's get into this exercise. I'm gonna show you some ways to not do pull downs. And I'm gonna show you the way I would do this, and then the muscles were actually working. So let's get on here and show some work. So step 1 of doing this shitty is grabbing all the way out to the end, right? So I'm gonna do a thumbless grip because that's the only way I know. Now, I want you to watch here. I'm gonna pull this down as far as I can. That's as far as I can get, right? And it just doesn't feel good. Now, let me show you what does. I'm gonna move my hand in. You see where that bar bends or cambers? I'm gonna put my thumb right at that bend. I'm gonna make sure my wrists are neutral at all times, and then I'm gonna drive down. Automatically, everything through my upper back already feels better. Now, if you look, second thing, I'm staying upright. I'm driving down, because it's a pull down. It's not a pull back. It's not a pull back. It's not a row, guys. It's a pull down. It's just a mimic doing a pull up. So here, just literally pull the bar to your chin, driving those elbows straight towards your rib cage, just like that. Think about hitting like a back double bicep, right? Here, 1, 2, back double bicep. 1, 2, back double bicep. Now, something else I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna take my head forward into jerk. Head forward, jerk. You see that rocking? My back isn't doing shit. My shoulders, arms, and traps are doing a lot of that work. Now, something else I see a lot is people trying to overstretch with this, right? Here, and then pull, overstretch, and pull. All that's doing is disengaging my lats. Now, I will say a very cool technique that John taught us all years ago was the stretch pull down. And that's where you have your partner push down on the weight stack and stretch your lats out. That's a completely different sensation than what I see people doing, because all you're doing is gaining momentum. As I talk in the exercise video number 1 that I hate about momentum, I want to kill momentum. I want my back to do all of the work. So if I'm thinking about targeting my upper back here, guys, let me show you what some perfect reps look like. Again, grab the bar at the bar bend, neutral wrist. I want him to zoom in on my wrist, watch. What I'm gonna naturally do as soon as I grab this is I'm gonna rotate here. Because now watch when I sit down, that puts me in a perfect line of force to drive straight down. Straight down. Now, if you don't do that instinctually, start doing it when you're talking about shoving your wrist towards the weight stack. And here, 1, 2. This is what, to me, perfect form looks like on this exercise. Just like that. Exhausting my upper back. So, take this exercise, which can be very effective, everything across in between my shoulder blades, and make it for that. Don't think, oh, it's gonna get all the meat of my lats and give me wings, so to speak. That's not what this exercise is about. So if you think that's what it is, throw it in the trash, guys. It's not gonna work. Do this for upper back. All right, guys, exercise number 2 for back. Now, again, just like this wide grip pull down, you've seen me use an iso row hammer strength. It's actually one of my favorite pieces, but I'm gonna show you why I don't like this for most people, and that's mainly because they don't understand how to optimally or effectively work their back. So step number 1, as we're gonna show here, is seat placement. Most people put this seat way too low, and then all they're doing is they're giving themselves leverage, and we don't want leverage. We wanna make the muscle work as hard as humanly possible. So what I actually wanna do is jack the seat all the way up. So I'm 5'10", if any of you guys are curious. So if you're shorter than 5'10", I would even probably put something here to boost me sitting tall, like a bumper plate or a small box. So you see how this puts me in an optimal position, okay? Meaning this pad hits right below right at the bottom of my lower pecs, and I can drive my chest into it. Because when we train back, we do not want to do this here. Because what is that? That's my erectors. I don't want my erectors working. I need to take here, so then when I work my lat, I'm gonna pull low and drive my elbow behind or towards my rib cage, however you wanna think about that. So this is gonna be step one, is setup. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is most people grab this in the wrong spot because they think, oh, the handle's here, I need to grab here. So from the side, that may not look bad, but let me show you what a couple of reps look like when I grab it this high. Guess what that is? Fucking bicep. I'm just doing a curl. I'm not getting any actual lat into it. Let me show you when I grab it in the proper spot what it looks like. All the way, butt of my hand to the bottom of that machine. Here, look at that. Now my lat's working. See the difference there? Now, let me show you two more things that they do wrong in this setup and position. So, let's say I'm just gonna grab it poorly because that's what most people do if I'm being honest. And I'm gonna grab it quite as shitty as earlier, but right in the middle. Step one is they go here. They're like, oh God, I'm getting the weight moving. All you're doing is just flexing your erectors. This is not growing my lat, but the weight is moving probably what, 3, 4, 5 inches? So we're doing this, which is jerk and catch. My back isn't really working. Next thing that I see wrong is they start initiating with trap. So again, the weight is moving 2 to 3 inches, but my lat isn't doing shit. That's all trap and upper back. Look at that. I know this can be confusing, guys. Back is not easy. This took years to learn for me because what do people say? Get on the machine and fucking rip it. Grow your back, load the plates on it, and just fucking pull it. That's, you want a big back, that's what you gotta do. No, all it did was grow the muscles around my lat, not my lat. So let me show you some good reps and then a way to alternately set up on this. Hand low on the platform. Chest driving through the pad. Elbow low, squeeze 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I actually like to look away. That's gonna help stretch my lat. Now, look, I'm also taking my non-working arm and pulling my torso into this. It's like if I took a seat belt and wrapped it around my back onto this piece, I wanna drive into that pad. Now, another cool thing we can do on this piece is the step away row, like you see me do on the DY piece, to my right, to really get the lat working. So, all I wanna do, here, here, and now, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is crushing my lat. Like it's cramping right now. That's how you take this piece and make it a winner. Exercise number 1 for traps that I hate, and that's gonna be the barbell stroke. And there's a lot of reasons. Just like I did with the back exercises that I chose, the reason I hate this is mainly because people just don't know how to fucking do it right. And they wanna do every muscle or joint in their body except for their traps. So let me show you some things that are fucked up about it. So pretty basically, I'm just gonna grab that shoulder width. So right where the knurling starts, I'm gonna put the bridge in my hand, stand up with it. And you think, oh, how hard could this be? 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. Now, if I do this, this is a great exercise. But as we all know, it's more like that. They get their hips. So you turn to the side. If I'm here to there, that's glutes. Because I'm just a fucking RDL, right? If my hips go back on a shrug, I'm getting my glutes and hamstrings. If I get spinal extension, that's gonna be erectors. If I get arm bend, that's gonna be fucking shoulders. Anytime I shoot my hips, right? Or jerk it, or get arm bend, it's not trap. Also, this is not trap. I've seen this all the time. 1, 2, 3, the bar's not moving north and south. Another gravity lesson. I have to take my shoulders this way and hold and stop the weight before I come back down. That's how you work your traps. Watch here. Up, 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. That's how you work the barbell stroke. Not jerking, not hip rolling, not doing crazy shit with your neck, not getting your glutes and hamstrings into it, guys. And honestly, like, of all the shrug variations where you have say a hammer strength shrug machine, a dumbbell shrug, a Smith machine shrug, Of all of those options, I actually prefer dumbbells the most. And I like to really get dumbbells moderately heavy, like probably 120s, 130s. Here, 1, 2, 3, there's 1. 1, 2, 3. That's how we do it, because the reason I like that, guys, is, you know, this bar is loaded in front of my body, right? And I'm fixed into all the way pronating my hands. With the dumbbells, they sit more naturally to my sides, and I can really come up and squeeze and work that trap. Watch this. Here, you can see that trap literally shrugging. That just feels way more natural. And honestly, over this barbell shrug, I would, instead of picking this, honestly, I'd pick a trap bar, because think about where the handles are. It's here, it's a neutral grip, and it's my sides. So if I'm gonna do a barbell shrug, I'm gonna pick a trap bar all day long. But again, that's just a lot of hassle to set up. If I'm being honest, I'd rather just go over and grab the 120, 130 pound dumbbells off the rack, so I can get them from here, step back, and I'm right in and cranking. So, and if you watch this trap video, as you know, I don't do traps anyway. I ain't done it for years, so I don't need it. So, but if you guys do want your traps to grow, I highly suggest dumbbells over this barbell. All right, if barbell shrugs were 1A, this is 1B. This is a chest press machine, guys. You know what I think you should use it for? Your fucking chest. Not shrugs. Look, I think, oh God, I cannot see. Dudes load this motherfucker to the end in all gyms that I go to, and they do this. Go pick up a fucking dumbbell. Stop hogging a machine that's made for chest and doing it for shrugs so you can boost your ego and say you put 6 plates on here. Like, no one's impressed, bro. Even your mom would say you're a dumb fuck. It's gonna take longer to load the plates and unload them than it is if you just went over and picked up those 180 pound dumbbells on the floor. But oh, that takes too much work, right? And you don't look cool on Instagram. Like, this is not for shrugs. This is for chest. Get off of it. Biceps are really hard to fuck up because all you have to do is this, right? So the main thing for me with biceps is just simply alignment, right? It's kind of the theme of this entire pull day, is alignment, hitting the muscle in the right way. So what I want to think about here with any type of curl we do is I want my arm to be straight. So elbow, shoulder, wrist, all in a straight line, right? Because that's going to be great for longevity, health, but also great for targeting the bicep. An exercise that I see done a lot, and I just saw it done by a top 3 Olympian in classic physique, it makes me want to literally throw my phone across the room. The double arm, 1 dumbbell hammer curl. So they take a dumbbell, we're going like this, and they go here. Now, a bunch of reasons I hate this. One is I can't, if I have to go here, if I want to get my biceps fully lengthened, look, I have my fingertips on it. This is no longer doing anything, because you have to have your hands here, right, like a table. So I can't even get a good stretch. And when I come up to curl, look at my arms, from my shoulder to my elbow to my wrist. This is not proper alignment. This is not great for any of this shit, and this shit. You wanna know why your body hurts all the time? Because you're just doing what I would consider dumb meathead shit, right? You saw a dude with big ass arms doing that, and they think, oh, that's the secret. Ronnie Coleman didn't get his arms to be fucking huge by doing 1 dumbbell for 2 hammer curl. Watch this. You want to properly align a hammer curl, you lean to one side and you adhere. Everything, perfect alignment. Then I switch arms. Shocker, right? Elbow, shoulder, wrist, all in a straight line. If I only want to do them 2 arms at one time, here. Here. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Get fancy. It's not gonna work. Do hammer curls this way on a rope. You see me do thousands of times, guys, and that's what's gonna work for you. That's what's gonna pack only muscle tissue. Not some fancy double arm, 1 dumbbell curl where everything's out of alignment and it's just gonna long-term hurt shit. If I had to load that properly, like if I was doing regular hammer curls, which they set to 12, I'd probably use the 40s, 45, 50s for my 3 work sets, right? So that means I'm gonna have to take a 100-pound dumbbell like this and curl it to get the same activation. You think that's gonna be good for my elbow, my wrists, my shoulders? Absolutely not. So if you're doing this, trash it. Do 2 dumbbells or over there with the rope. All right, last piece of this pull puzzle here, guys, is gonna be abs. So, mini rant to begin. If you want to be a bodybuilder, if you're in the physique realm, stop training your obliques directly, the muscles that run here. Don't do it. And if you're gonna do it, for Christ's sake, just do body weight. Don't do it under load. What we want in the physique realm is want your waist to look small, your shoulders to be wide, your lats to be wide and sweeping, and your quads to be round. We want the illusion of X, right? Why would I want the muscle in this to grow this way? Because it's gonna grow, it's gonna get bigger, it's gonna push away from my hips. We don't want that. So please stop training your obliques. These heavy, heavy side bends, we don't wanna do. So, I hate side bends, but the cake, the icing, the ultimate shit exercise is a double dumbbell side bend. Now, I can show you something. Fuck. More physics. Do you guys know how a seesaw works? If you have equal weight on both sides, what does it do? It stays in the middle. Now, watch this. If I'm gonna do a side bend, am I doing anything? If I have 20 pounds in each hand, this is doing nothing. Literally nothing. If I wanted to say truly work this, I'd have to do it with one dumbbell. Work, bam. Shorten, shorten, lengthen, shorten. I literally hate myself for teaching you how to do that properly because you're gonna do it. If you want your waist to look small, don't do obliques. But if you're gonna do them, at least fucking do them, right? Holding weights in both hands is a counterbalance. In weightlifting, we don't want counterbalance for progression and of growth of a muscle. So if you're gonna do these, one arm at a time is the way to do it. But altogether, throw them away. To me, I want you guys to start thinking logically. Like look at an exercise, think about it, think about how the muscle's intended to work, and then just try to logically put the pieces together, and it'll begin to make more sense, and you'll start to make more progress in the gym because you're more body aware about your body in space, your muscle in motion, like stretching, contracting, working it optimally, and that's what's gonna lead to true growth, guys. Like, everyone always thinks like, oh, Chris, you just want a bunch of clients and shit, and no, my biggest thing is I wanna teach clients the proper way to do it, so that if I die tomorrow, I can feel good about the fact knowing that I taught you exercise, I educated you on thinking about body awareness, mechanics, how to grow muscle. I don't want you to become dependent on me. I need me to be the tool to push you to the next level, not to think for you, to do everything for you. I want you to start thinking logically, because when you begin to do that, that's where we can come together and really build a fucking machine. So there you have it, guys. All the pull exercises that I absolutely hate. Like I said in the first video, take all these exercises and throw them in the trash. Or for this one specifically, take these few exercises I taught you and do them right. And then they won't be trash anymore. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Chris CB.